Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today I want to show off the other of the free-to-play farmable units you can get from the new GT story event, the Super 17 story event. Now this farmable Frieza is an amazing card, just like the free-to-play Cell is. Now I think I prefer the Cell a little bit to this Frieza, but this Frieza is still, I think, easily one of the best free-to-play cards in the game. They really outdid themselves with the Frieza and Cell. Like, see, this is the thing. Like, a free-to-play card is usually not ever going to be, like, a mega hard hitter, like, up there with, you know, other units, right? Like, maybe, you know, LR Metal Cooler is, or LR Vegito Blue, you know, they're kind of exceptions to the rule. They're LRs who will be hitting as hard as summonable units. But outside of, you know, a few select units, most free-to-play cards are not going to be doing that. So it's better if free-to-play cards, I think, kind of are geared more towards defense or support, which the Frieza and Cell, they're geared towards both defense and support. So we're going to be using the Extreme Int team, which I'm definitely a lot more of a fan of now than previously. My Extreme Int has gotten some good buffs. I think LR Bojack, like, as soon as you are, like, have the TUR Bojack as well, like, the Extreme Int really fills out nicely, because you can get LR Bojack next to this TUR Bojack, and it is just a fucking wrap. Now, in terms of, like, what you should do with dupes for LR Bojack, people are always asking, like, here's the thing, Broly, right? The TUR version for Broly is not really all that anymore. I would almost say Rainbow LR Broly before you would ever decide to run the TUR, like, as a friend. It's just, it's not the way it was before where that's super important. Something like LR Bojack, though, the TUR is very, very good. So maybe you could try something along the lines of maybe, like, give 2 dupes to LR Bojack and then maybe keep the third as a partner. Now, here's the other thing, too. I do want to show Frieza getting an attack here, but with Extreme Int, you know, rotations are very important. I guess I'll just say fuck the rotations for now. Let's just make sure to at least showcase what this Frieza, you know, what a super attack animation can do and what it looks like, because the free-to-play Frieza and Cell both have very nice-looking attack animations, too. So there's Frieza with a little barrage followed by the Death Slicer. Like, that's cool. Like they actually put a little effort into that. I really like that. Now, the rotations I'm actually gonna like fall into. I was gonna have LR Metal Cooler alongside LR Bojack as one rotation, and then LR Bojack plus CR Bojack as the other rotation. That's kind of, I think, what I'm going to you know, end up doing for the main run here. But I did want to make sure that Frieza could get super attack off at least once. But again, his main role is support. You know, we are not going to have him on the main rotation, you know, on the front lines. But he's still, like, he's very good. And Extreme Int does badly need their support cards, so that's very helpful as well. Now, you guys may have noticed, but Frieza did actually stun Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Frieza has a medium chance to stun, which does equate to about a 30% chance, I believe, of actually getting the stun off, which is very nice. That's a very good percentage chance there. Frieza can also reduce damage by 30%. So, whereas a lot of times support units, I love using support units, but, like, they can get fucked up if you don't put orbs into them. But this Frieza reduces damage by 30% off the cuff, so that's going to be pretty nice. Honestly, like, I'm just talking about myself. If I could, like, get very high in the World Tournament and had a little extra orbs to spare, I really would not mind putting orbs into both this free-to-play Frieza and the free-to-play Cell, like actually 100%ing them, because they're units I would use a lot. Frieza got the stun again, by the way. They're units that I would use a lot, so I wouldn't mind giving them orbs. That's kind of the way I do things now. It's, if I'm going to use the unit a lot, I'm going to go ahead and give them orbs. Fuck it. Like, you know, if I'm running these teams and these units find themselves on these teams all the time, fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and 100% them. Why not? Because that will save me items. You know, units aren't going to get hit as hard. Units are going to get, you know, the free dodge. They're going to crit. They're going to get additionals. That's kind of how I go about things. So, like, for example, right? If you're a global free-to-play player, don't go dumping a whole bunch of orbs into like INT Kid Buu if you never run as team, right? Save your orbs and your resources for the teams you're actually going to be using. I think that is very, very important. Let's go ahead and take out... let's take out Majub, because he's attacking Vegeta at the end. Vegeta at the end is the one unit on the rotation who actually would be a little weak defensively. I don't think I need to use any items here. Nah, because both of the metal coolers will be able to tank nicely, and we should be able to take out Majub before he gets a turn to attack Vegeta at the end. So we should be okay. Yeah. Especially if metal cooler can get an additional super, just like that. Now, metal cooler is already pretty good after I'm able to get a dupe into him, and that man is able to have additionals and crits and shit. Like, metal cooler is going to be crazy. Like LR metal cooler is, again, what I believe to be the best free-to-play unit in the game. The only unit, I think, who kind of is even in the discussion besides LR metal cooler is LR Vegito Blue. LR Vegito Blue, whoa, that was really close. Holy shit. Yeah, it's... I'm not used to running one of these, because we're using a double LR Bojack lead team, so we're only rocking 200% right now. So it's like, whoo, health is very low. Whoops. I knew that Majub would die there, so I didn't really think that there was going to be any issues there, but that was a little close for comfort. Now, our health was so low that Bojack's defense is going to be through the motherfucking roof here. He's not going to do, like nearly a 4 million attack set like he can put up sometimes, but like these fuckers, if they super him, they're going to do peanuts to him. That's one of the things I really like about Bojack. None of them supered anyway. Bojack, like that versatility, like when you really need it, his defense can come into play. I do like that. I do like that about him a lot. And then, of course, here is my boy Frieza. Only thing I'll say about the Frieza and Cell, they did have pretty bad drop rates. Their drop rates were not what your boy was talking about at all. In particular, the Cell, I had about 50 runs on Cell where I did not get the drop, because if you didn't get the drop, you would get 2 medals. And I have like 98 Cell medals, so I think it took me like, it was 49 runs I did where I did not get a Cell drop. But to give you guys context, so I've got the 10 cells for his SA, plus the 4 dupes. So there's 14 cells. Plus I got 9 to raise the INT cell up to SA10. So I got 23 copies of the card, and 49 runs where I did not get any copies of cell. So, pretty good. And I definitely got at least 1 or 2 times as well where I got the double drop. That is one thing I did notice, is that, like, I would go run after run after run of not getting Frieza or Cell, and then, like, for Frieza, for example, I had back-to-back runs of 2 copies. Like, it was crazy. I went, like, I want to say, like, 15 runs with nothing, and then I get, in 2 runs, I get 4 copies. Like, it was a bitch of a grind, especially because, oof, LR Bojack's so strong. Especially when linked up with TUR Bojack right here, and we have the 40% support Vegeta. Like, this rotation is just way too much. Even for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he's just not ready for this. Now, oh fuck, I forgot what I was talking about actually. The Cell and Frieza, whatever though, the grind is done. Oh yeah, so right now, currently, the GT events are up, so you guys can farm some Elder Kais. There are 4 Elder Kais you can get in the Baba Shop. I definitely recommend that all free-to-play players, all players, go ahead and farm up those 4 Elder Kais. Even me, who I have, 80 Elder Kais sitting in my gift box right now, I will make sure to farm up those extra Elder Kais. One of the main reasons, though, is because I'm on a mission to SA10 every unit. I have almost my entire box SA10, so I'm like, fuck it. Let's really go for it all. So there we go. Pretty easy run. We only had to use 1 healing item. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Definitely a little slower, though, than a category team. I mean, fuck, that took almost 10 minutes, and I wasn't really dicking around. Like, we were moving pretty quick, so, okay. But, again, the Extreme Inn is a pretty safe team. Like, it's not like it's a not a ton of danger there. And especially if you get your rotations down for Extreme Int, you know, it could be sitting pretty good. So, real quick before we finish up, let's go ahead and take a look at our boy, this FRIEZA. Did my... Okay. My hotkey did work. Sometimes my hotkeys... I've been having a lot of trouble with these hotkeys for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, so this is Resurrected for Revenge, FRIEZA Final Form GT. Now, right off the bat, Resurrected for Revenge, and he's not on the Revived Warrior category. Listen, I'm with y'all on this one. I do think GT, Cell, and FRIEZA should be on the Revived Warrior category. I mean, it's very difficult to kind of say, like, because Hellfighter 17 and Android 17 on Earth, like, connected hearts, like, they were able to come out of Hell. So, I mean, I guess they're saying none of those characters were revived, even though they left Hell and came... Well, some of them... See, here's the thing. Some of them left Hell and went to Earth. FRIEZA and Cell didn't actually leave Hell, though. So I guess that's kind of the thing. Like, but, I don't know. It almost feels different to me than, like, Gogeta or, like, Angel Frieza from the other world cards, right? Like, I understood... Those make sense why they're not in the Revived Warriors. I don't care what anyone says. It makes sense. These cards, though, GT, Cell, and Frieza, I feel, could have been on the Revived Warriors. So, his leader skill is Int type Key 2, HP attack and defense 30%. Very good for a free-to-play card. Super attack is the Death Slicer, which does supreme damage with a medium chance to stun the enemy. Passive skill is Life After Death. Extreme type allies Key 2 and attack and defense 25%. And then he reduces damage received for himself by 30%. So, very good passive and a very good unit. And then you look at his links: Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, Shocking Speed, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare, and GT. He has very good links. I mean, he's got GT, Nightmare, Universe's Most Malevolent, Shocking Speed. Like, he has common links that will really help him on some teams. This guy, I think, is going to be very good alongside Angel, Gold, and Frieza here on the Extreme Int team. That's the other thing. I probably could have tossed Angel, Gold, and Frieza on the team over LR Middle Cooler, but it's just LR Middle Cooler is new, so I wanted to toss him on there. 12 key multiplier is 135%. That's pretty good for a free-to-play support unit. Now, this is the other point I wanted to make. So, now we have, you know, we just got a Tech Frieza Angel card. We just got now Frieza Final Form GT cards. So, if we head over to Strongest Clan in Space, we also just got the LR Metal Cooler Core, who are, like, you know, you could use them alongside Metal Cooler. So, you head over here, and we now have quite the roster of units. Like, this is actually shaping up to be a category now. If they brought in, like, I don't know that they would do a Dokkan Fest King Cold. I don't see that really happening. But you know what the fuck could happen? A Dokkan Fest Final Form Frieza. How's about this? We get a Final Form Frieza, maybe with a transformation mechanic into Full Power Frieza, who is the Frieza race category leader. And because he's a Final Form Frieza that transforms into Full Power Frieza, you could use Full Power Frieza on that same team. And then it could be a dual Dokkan Fest, and we could get a base form Goku, who transforms into Super Saiyan Goku, who could be the proper Namek category leader. I think that would work. That's what people were expecting the 3rd anniversary to be on GP. I think that could be very good for something like, I don't know, 250 million download celebration or some shit along those lines, right? That could be a really fun dual Dokkan Fest. I personally would be very excited about that. The 2 categories I'd love to see the most right now, well, there's 3. 1 is the Frieza race, 2 is an Android category, 3 is I would like to see Dragon Ball itself, the original, you know, series, the original episodes or manga turned into a category, and like have an LR Kid Goku killing Demon King Piccolo as like the leader or something like that. That would be fucking sick. But there's now easily enough units to field Frieza race category, because, you know, look at this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 right there. There's 12. Chilled is 13, 14, and then like King Cold would be 15. So there's like 15 different units here I counted already. like you could use those 15 different units alongside each other. Because there's Golden Frieza, Angel Golden Frieza, you know, GT Frieza, Angel Frieza, King Cold, First Form Frieza, and we're not even counting, there isn't even like an SSR for a second form Frieza or a third form Frieza. You know, Angel King Cold is here. So we certainly could see a Frieza category come into play, and I would absolutely love that. I guess I'll go ahead and end it here. This Frieza is very good, guys. Make sure you farm him up. You'll be able to use him on, well, right now it's only really Extreme Int or the Villain team, but, you know, he will be very, very good. If there was a Frieza category team, this guy would be very good for that, like, Frieza race category team. So, maybe we'll see it in the future. Hopefully. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch y'all next time.